So if you're watching my last video, I left you guys so I could answer this text, and this thing doesn't have a pause, and I didn't want to read it out loud, but I did need to read it. But anyway, so, being part Native American, I am fascinated by the supernatural, but that doesn't have anything to do with it. But being part Native American, I am fascinated with the supernatural, and in my graphic novel, I wrote some things about Bigfoot and Coyote the Trickster, and just about every mythological creature that I personally know about. Now Coyote the Trickster, I had to improvise. The Deer Woman, I had to improvise. In Nanook, the Eskimo Guardian, I had to improvise because I know of them, but I don't know their actual names. And as far as the Thunderbird, I changed it up a little bit. And as far as Coyote, I changed him up a little bit. But Sasquatch, I went with legends that I have heard because they actually are supposed to be guardians and not things that attack us, which is why in most spectacular fashions, people who have been attacked by Yetis, forgive me because I'm not legally trying to be a racist, have been people of non-color. Now, in the beginning, the Native Americans and the Sasquatch didn't get along, and then in some legends, the Native Americans and the Sasquatch always got along. And then there's the 13th colony that no one ever knew what the fuck happened to them. So I still speculate on that because I've touched on that in some of my other stories, but I haven't had a crew to make them into movies, and I don't have the money or the tech. I do have them in scripts in all those little box things up there. There's like hundreds and hundreds of short stories, long stories, sagas, things that I was trying to make my career into, and then everything in life went to hell in a handbasket. Now, can I still do that? If I get blessed, yeah. If I can find the financial means and buy a studio, I'll never be without working material. No, because I have it. I've got it all. It's all mine. I may have to take out some of the songs that are in there because they don't really belong to me. They belong to other people. But I wrote them as if I'm in the action film, I would want that music playing in the background. So I wrote songs that I would like playing in the background. I also wrote my own songs now. So, I'm going to do one of those videos sometime tonight or tomorrow. But anyway, the whole concept is that, you know, the whole concept is that, you know, if I could just get one door open, I would never have to work very hard ever again. But the whole concept is that, when you're messing with supernatural stuff, people can't say that it doesn't exist and people can't say that it does. It's on that thin line of you do and you don't. Now, as far as like Native American legends, like I said, being part Native American, I've heard some of the legends. Whether I believe them or not is only up to me, you know, and I can't tell you to believe what you don't want to believe, But I will post this question to you for those who are sitting there laughing at me and judging me and saying things that they probably want to say but can't say it to my face because they're afraid that I will probably break their face, because I will. Um, as a person who believes in the Lord above, as a person who believes in the Lord above, my question to you is, how can you believe in a higher power and not believe in supernatural stuff? So, in every myth and legend has some truth to them. Now, as far as like, alright, some tribes being friends with Sasquatch, I can't say those same tribes are friends with the abominable snowman because the abominable snowman lives in the Himalayas. And in the Himalayas, there are tribes of Asian people, but most of them are like Dalai Lamas, monks, and stuff like that. And those are people who are undoubtedly nothing about peace. You know, peace, friendship, things that make the world safer for everyone. So I'm pretty sure that if there's a Bigfoot up there, like in the Johnny Quest TV show that got rebooted in like 2000 something or another, where Johnny Quest and his dad actually did find a Sasquatch and he lived with the monks, it's probably something like that. But no one would ever know because monks would never tell such a big secret, no. But I wouldn't put it past them if the monks do live and share tranquility and peace with the abominable snowman. And in return, the other abominable snowmen which I'm sure there's more than one clan, probably attack all the people who wandered into their territory just on a defensive mechanism. Because most animals, and that goes for bears and foxes and wolves and things that you probably wouldn't expect, um, most of them are territorial. And if you don't step into their territory, most of the time, they won't bother you. Now, I can't say how much of that is myth and how much of that is reality. But the reality is, if you go after a baby bear, it's more than likely the mother bear is going to be somewhere in the shadows and she's going to fuck you up. It's just that simple. I couldn't put that no nicer. It's just that simple. Now, when you messing with a human being, kids, we do the same shit. Kids don't know better. We have to teach them right from wrong. And sometimes kids are just curious, and curiosity kills. And so do parents. So you should keep that in mind before you go messing with someone else's child, or their property, or stuff like that. But anyway, so we have a Bigfoot in Howardsville, or we have someone dressed up in a Bigfoot suit in Howardsville. Now, I don't know if any of it's true. Like I said, I haven't been able to find the body cam footage from what they said on July the 6th, but it was posted on Facebook as a still picture of a Bigfoot crossing the river in Howardsville. Now, again, I don't have the tangible proof, I just have the footage of Bigfoot in Howardsville, providing that I did not delete the picture because my phone has been tripping and I definitely need a new phone. I just am so poor that I can't fucking afford one, and that's the downside of straight talking. No. Yeah, my phone's still tripping, so I can't even go into the damn thing successfully. Are you gonna be there? Are you gonna pop up? Are you gonna pop up? Oh yes, it popped up. Awesome. But it won't let me show you the damn picture. Ain't that some shit? Well, anyway, it's that picture right there in the corner, which you can't see because you had to have fucking bionic eyes to see that picture right there. But it's on Facebook. Just go look for a Bigfoot in Howardsville, Virginia, and you'll probably find the damn thing. And I just showed you guys my ass naked. Oops. That's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. Then again, I don't give a fuck. Shit happens. Someone's gonna see you naked at some point in your life, whether you like it or not. But, but the whole thing is, when it comes down to it, when we're dealing with myths and legends, we have to be careful because they can be dangerous, Let's see. For those who don't know, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the only person on Earth who was praying that Coyote the Trickster would show up on Sioux Falls for Standing Rock and save the tribe. Yeah, go ahead, laugh it up. But Coyote literally is a Sioux tribe legend, and I was like, please, Coyote, if you're out there, just go up there and like fuck up all their equipment and shit, because that's what Coyote does. He's a trickster. He causes problems, kind of like Puck in A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Only Coyote's a shapeshifter. So, well, hell, Puck's a shapeshifter too. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that they probably both came into existence at the same time, but I'm pretty sure that Shakespeare's never seen a Native American, so I'm pretty sure Native Americans never read a Shakespeare book before Coyote the Trickster came into existence. But anyway, if you want to compare them, you guys can go Google that shit and handle yourself on that. But A Midsummer Night's Dream is an imagination from one of the greatest playwrights ever, which was William Shakespeare. However, Coyote the Trickster is a Native American legend. Do not ask me who came first. But in comparison, in life, Shakespeare existed way before the discoverance of the Native American tribes. All right, but Coyote the Trickster, he got around. So, with the Deer Woman, she only attacked men who raped Native American women, and she was stomped them to death. There's lots more Native American legends, and I didn't put them all in my graphic novel of 13. And so, eventually I'm going to have to give in and go ahead and call that number because I'm tired of being poor and broke. And hopefully they'll actually do what the advertisement says. I would hate to do this and then, like, get nothing. Anyway, so for Native American legends, the ones that I mostly know about. I knew about the Thunderbird. I knew about the Coyote. I knew about the Deer Woman and the Eskimo Guardian. I can't remember all of their actual names. Plus, I can't spell, so that kind of wiped that out. And I knew about Sasquatches, well, at least depending on tribal influence, because some tribes and Sasquatches were at war with each other, and some of them were friends with each other. Now, again, if you want to tap into history about the 13 colonies, the 13th one was the one that wound up missing, which no one till this day has proved what happened to them. Could have been Sasquatch, could have been aliens, they could be alive somewhere on another planet. Or maybe we're the ones on the other planet, and the 13th colony is still way back in time, in that one little spot where they were supposed to be. You never know. I got that from the Outer Limits, because they did some shit like that in the Outer Limits way back when. It was like a long time ago. But you have to think about these things, because a lot of people don't want to put these things into the forefront, because to be truthful, as I was told in the military, this will probably get me in some trouble, but fuck it, I can't outrun a bullet, and I can't outrun the military, and I'm sure that if they wanted to, they could shut this whole goddamn system down, and it wouldn't be a really big deal. But I'm gonna say this anyway, out of hopes and prayers that, the right people don't see it. What I learned in the military was that you people, and I mean that in the most non-racist way, you people being the regular civilians aren't really equipped for what's out there. Alright? Now, I'm not saying I was told that they were aliens. I was only told that we were ready for the zombie apocalypse. That's all I was told. I wasn't told anything else, so everything else is purely speculation. But what I was told from day one is that the military is the real world, and all you guys are just guests as we do our job in defending you. Alright? Hopefully that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, go join the army, learn what I've learned. Anyway, now, in the army, what I learned really simple, besides I look really horrible with no hair, the fact that things exist, if they exist, there's a reason why we don't tell civilians these things. Because the panic that shit will cause would be worse than the actual event. Now, in the event that alien ships break through the sky, well, hell, there's no hiding that shit. Haven't you guys played Mass Effect 3, where the aliens just broke through the sky? If that shit happens, really there's no way we could prepare you for that, other than we're all breathing the same swamp gas. No. If aliens break through the sky, you're gonna fucking know about it. Have aliens visited this Earth? I will strongly tell you this. According to what I've learned in the military, the answer is no. According to what I believe myself, the answer is yes. Now, I'm going to tell you why I said that. Because as a former soldier, I was never part of anything special. I was an infantry soldier. I was trained to shoot people. I sucked at it. I was trained to fight. I did okay with that. And I was taught that if push come to shove, nothing beats the muzzle thump. Alright, so what that is that I take the front of my gun, the barrel end, and jab it into your chest. The way I see it, if you've gotten that close that I have to do that, I fucked up somewhere. That means I emptied an entire clip and missed you at every fucking shot. Now, most likely that's probably not going to happen, because even an asshole like me can at least get one good hit in. As long as I don't put an empty clip back into the gun. That's my military career in a nutshell right there. And as long as I don't fall in any more holes to fuck my life up even more. So, in this, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to have to make a third video because we have reached the 15-minute mark. Be seeing ya.